So that's it. So that's it. Reaction coming from that the NBA Finals game won. Oh, but what a performance it was for the Golden State Warriors. And again, we all expected LeBron James to step up, but you said it all, Tayo. They needed to pass a message of intent, let the opponent fear them. Yes. And what a story it is. I keep telling you guys how important it is for the Golden State Warriors, for other players to step up. How often do we talk about Sean Livingston?
I mean, we never
get to talk about it.
Because he's the reserve,
But when he needed to step up, he did.
Exactly, he's the reserve point guard. He plays behind and Steph Curry, MVP. We all know how great Steph is. So, but Livingston had his opportunity yesterday. He came on and he did the business for the Warriors. For LeBron, it was a very underwhelming performance. I said earlier, he finished with 23 points, but he needed 21 shots to make 23 points.
That's right.
That's not a very good shot. That's a very poor shooting percentage by his standards. So he's going to have to raise his game. There's no doubt about it. Game 2 still remains in Oakland, and I don't see how the Cavs are going to get a win in that one. So I think it's all about the Cavs returning to home court, and taking advantage of the fans behind them to get perhaps a win or two before it gets to game 5.
I agree. So that's the story on the day when Steph Curry and Klay Thompson went cold. It was cold. Sean Livingston, Andre Iguodala, and Leandro Barbosa.
Leandro Barbosa.
That's quality right there.
Quality.
When everybody steps up and says, look, these guys are the guys everyone talks about, they know about them, but when we have a chance, we need to take it.
They're just too deep. I mean, they're deep side. I mean, Leandro Barbosa, like you mentioned, there's still Festus Ezeli.
That's right.
On the bench, Nigerian center is there as well, too. There's Harrison Barnes. They've got great character players off the bench. They all know their roles. So when they come on the court, they deliver. So that's what I think will give them the edge against the Cleveland Cavaliers, even though the Cavs have King James on the side.
I know it looks difficult at the moment, but there's still so much to play for. Waiting for game 2 to see what will come out of that. Leaving the NBA Finals now, let's go to the French Open. No surprise for the moment because Serena Williams still power and Novak Djokovic still saying, I won this title.
Novak. I thought it was going to beat Thomas Beerdych, and it did exactly that. I didn't think there was going to be an upset, and it was an easy win for Djokovic. So it's chasing that elusive French Open title. I don't see how anyone is going to stop him now, especially as Nadal pulled out without injury. I thought Nadal would have been a major stumbling block in front of Djokovic, but because of injury, he couldn't even really make it into the competition. So Djokovic now goes on to play Dominic Thiem. Very solid player from Austria. Is a decent player. They've actually met twice, and Djokovic has won, both meetings. So I don't see how Dominic Thiem is going to stop Novak from getting into the final. It's going to be a massive upset if anything like that happens. We talked about the second one already. That was yesterday, Stan Wawrinka and Andy Murray. That will go down today.
Wow, I'm tired. If you look at it, Dominic Thiem is like he crashed into that party.
I mean,
some people might just want to take a chance, close their eyes, take a risk, and put their money on.
You can do that. Betting guys there, they might want to put their money. I mean, it's been very consistent on the ATP tour this season. In the women's singles, we talked about Serena Williams. She goes on to play Kiki Bertens in the semifinal. She's chasing that 22nd Grand Slam. For Serena, I mean, if she doesn't beat Kiki Bertens, it's going to be very similar to our losing to Vinci, Roberta Vinci, at the U.S. Open, when everyone thought
that was the year.
That was the year. Exactly. So she has to be very careful in this one. But I mean, the difference in the golfing class between Serena and Kiki Bertens is very wide. Number 1, Serena. Kiki Bertens, 58 in the world. So it'll be a massive upset if it doesn't happen for Serena. They've met once. Serena has won. That meeting between the two of them. The second semifinal between Sam Stosur. I mean, 32, she's still powering on. I mean, I would say age is a number, Austin.
It is.
32.
Everything is right here.
It's right there, exactly. Especially if you can, can be as professional as you are, take care of your body.
That's right.
You can't really play, until you get on. You can play it to your 40s sometimes. So Sam Stosur will play Gabin Muguruza. That's one lady to watch out for.
That's right.
She's 22, but she's a great player. she's very powerful, and Sam Stosur has to really watch it.
Sam Stosur, I'll be banking on experience. Muguruza, I'll be banking on current form and the fact that she has pushed all the way she needs to believe.
Exactly.
That's just what she needs to do.
Yeah, current form, because remember she got to the final of Wimbledon last year, so she'll be hoping, to go one further at the French Open. So, if I was to choose the winners of today's games, I'll just go, obviously, Serena to go through to the final. And, Muguruza, I don't know, some Stosur.
Might go anywhere.
Yeah, that could go either ways,
Lately, tennis has been showing that experience can do it.
Exactly, but I just want to stick with a young star. Yes, I think she'd be too powerful for
so you're saying Muguruza and then Serena Williams. I like the upset, so whatever happens with the upsets, I'll come here and talk about it. Still about the French Open. We're waiting to see what will come out of that. Can Novak Djokovic go on to win for the first time on clay? Let's listen to what he's been talking after the quarterfinal games, and of course, we'll hear from Serena Williams. Sports this one on Channel Steve. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Yeah, I just was not playing my best, and I kept missing and, just misfiring. And I just honestly, at one point, I didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I don't know, I guess I was not the most positive, but mentally, but obviously I didn't want to stop. I felt like in the beginning of the second set, I started playing better, but then I let her come back. But I also think she's an incredible fighter, so she kind of came back through her will and making shots. And then after that, I just was like, I have to do something better and different if I'm gonna stick around. I remember being just really tough and, giving a good, tough performance, and I was happy to get through that match, and every match counts and every match,
And he's been playing a lot, this year, practically every week since February, March, and he's been keeping fit as well, which is quite amazing. And for somebody that doesn't have haven't had that kind of scheduling before in his career. So he's played a lot of matches, especially on clay, which is his favorite surface. So he plays with a lot of speed, with a lot of power, and I'm sure he's gonna give it all in semis. But I have something to fight for as well, so it's gonna be a good one. The way that the schedule has been going on in the second week is not much time to really recap, reflect on what you have done and getting into semifinals. Of course, I'm very pleased to be in semifinals of another Grand Slam, but because the fact that I have to play every day, my focus right away goes for recovery and the next match, so I don't have much time really. I'm sure that they already heard it a million times, that we need roof, that we need lights, and you could see a lot of improvement with facilities this year with Jean-Bouin, and National Tennis Center is amazing, and they're trying to do whatever they can do, within the regulations, and I'm just hoping that for the sake of this tournament and all the players, that we're going to have that roof at least on the one court, as soon as possible.